home track, if you know what I mean. As in, my home track was Zandvoort. And circuit knowledge was key around there. Absolutely, no question. It'll get you another 0.2 of a lap. Easy. Peter. Wow. All right, everybody. Welcome back. And come here. I'm seriously hungover here. Like seriously hungover. Ridiculous. Lads, I'm actually going to have a hair of the dog here with me on the podcast. I'm not joking you. I'm whipping open a pint already at Carlsberg. Probably the best lager in the world. Is that what they say? Or best beer in the world or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. Cheers, lads. Why not? Let's have a beer. Oh, God. Hopefully that'll bring me back around anyway. So yeah, guys, I'm probably dying here. But come here. Let's talk about Belgium. That was a pretty good race, wasn't it? There was a lot of, like, it just kind of kept you on your toes through a lot of it, actually. I have to admit. Now, okay, I suppose before we get into the actual race, really, let's talk about the, let's talk about the sprint. Now, actually, lads, first of all, you know I'm very truthful, and I'm not going to lie to you here either. Never will, never want to. I totally even overlooked that there was a sprint shootout this weekend. Like, what's wrong with me? Seriously, I don't know, man. I gotta get my fucking head checked here. And here I am drinking on the podcast and everything. Good lord. Fuck it anyway. But you know what? It was a really good sprint shootout in fairness, wasn't it? I liked it. Really enjoyed that one. It was good to see Gasly up there too, wasn't it? I mean, I like Gasly. I do rate him. And I'll always say it. He always got bullied at Red Bull. Bullied the fuck. Because he just didn't bring sponsorship money to the table. It's as simple as that. Okay? And I'm not even a major Gasly fan here. Like, I don't cheer on Gasly at the weekends, guys. I'm just being very open and honest and straight about what I'm seeing here. And especially from Netflix Drive to Survive. And it's funny, I was getting a roasting there on social media about, oh, you're man, look at you, man, watching Netflix. I can't believe you're basing it on real life. Did you race cars? Like, where are you getting your information? And, guys, listen, I'm not getting paid by Drive to Survive here. I'm not, like. And it just came into my head now. And you know what? Netflix Drive to Survive. Of course, there's some exaggerated parts. Of course there has to be, right? Of course, to make it a little bit more dramatic and exciting. But I can tell you this now, guys. And this is a fucking fact, okay? If you were a race driver, you can see the corruption of not every team owner. I'm just saying the majority of team owners can be corrupt, two-faced. I mean, highly entertaining, right? But I mean, it can swing for you, and it can swing completely against you too. Like, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Vettel. Now, I don't even rate Vettel that much. I think he's a good qualifier. I think he's good if you give him the car. But most fucking drivers can be good with giving them the car anyway, right? But still, anyway. Sebastian Vettel won 4 world championships at Red Bull. So why did they leave him go? Why get rid of him? Don't fix something that's not broken, right? Doesn't that kind of start sinking in here? Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden Verstappen was the next golden boy, right? Now, why would you bring in Verstappen, who was never in Formula 1, when you have a 4-time world champion in your seat? Why would you risk that? Now, I know some people say, oh, well, you know, Vettel wanted to leave. Did he, though? Do you really want to walk away from a winning streak of 4 years in a row? I'm like, don't quote me, guys. I think actually it is 4 years in a row he won the championship, Sebastian Vettel. So, like... I don't get it, man. I don't get why some people can be so blind of what's right in front of them. And to be fair, guys, it's not all the time that you see all this and I'm getting it right. I mean, I'm wrong sometimes. Of course I am. But circuit knowledge, car knowledge, no one's going to touch me on that one. But I'm telling you now, guys, Why would you get rid of Sebastian Vettel? Everything's going well. You've got sponsorship money coming in. You've got everything. Everything's just working out brilliantly. And then you get rid of him? Think about that one, lads. I'm telling you now. Okay, so guys, let's have a look at the sprint shootout. See the way I get fucking... I get all carried away. Okay, so the sprint shootout... well, I mean, it was a fairly easy sprint shootout for Max, wasn't it, really? Piastri in second. I mean, to be fair, guys, Piastri couldn't do much, right? He knows... He's got the driver IQ. He knows... Excuse me. He's got the driver IQ where he knows that he's not going to have much when it comes to defending against Verstappen. Like, he was down on a bit of engine speed there, I think. I think the car is quite well balanced. And I'm actually glad to see that there's a lot of the Formula 1 drivers now that they're talking about balance on the car more now, right? Which is great, because that's exactly what they should be fucking talking about, first of all. They should know their fucking job. I hope they do, because believe me, guys... Some of these guys, they don't have a fucking clue about how to set up a car. Trust me on that one. But the majority of them, I think, do. I think the majority of them would. Anyway, I won't get into any names. I'll get fucking sued or called out for something. This is probably going to be the worst podcast episode the world's ever heard, I'd say. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, what am I saying? So the sprint shootout. I mean, Ferrari 4th and 5th. Man... Like, could have Leclerc taken the pole? Like, in fairness, he did have the pace. Guys, I don't know what's going on with Ferrari. I really don't. And it's heartbreaking to see, isn't it? Like, I really love Ferrari. They're so cool, man. They're the sexiness of Formula 1, if you want to call it that, aren't they? They're just absolutely wonderful. They've charismatic, Jesus Christ. Am I sounding drunk? Charismatic, unbelievable. And Carlos Sainz in 4th, I mean, fuck. I don't know what they're going to have to do, guys. They're going to have to come up with, like we spoke about before, the mother of all upgrades for the car in the next few races, because we're over the halfway mark now. And it's still a long way to go. And you know what, guys? Coming out of the summer break now, we're going to Zandvoort next, which, by the way, I can't wait to talk about that one. Because that was my actual home track when I was racing Formula Ford in Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg. Zandvoort was my home track. So, like, that's in 4 weeks' time. So, somebody's going to have to come up with the mother of all upgrades to end Verstappen and Red Bull's dominance here. I mean, it's incredible dominance. It really is. I mean, they even gave Perez the car today to a degree. And even I just saw Perez at the end there where he was talking about the race, and they were saying, oh, you know, Max's dominance. And Perez is even believing it now. I mean, fuck, man. I suppose Hitler always said it, the bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. And maybe all the stars and stripes, quoting, he's starting to believe it now. I hope he's not. Then again, there's a bit of a deadness in his eyes. I think he's just used to, and he's just accepted being the number 2 driver. You know? There's just no life in the guy's eyes. If you ever watch him in an interview, guys, seriously, like, watch the guy. There's just, lifelessness. He's accepted defeat. He's thrown in the towel. Elvis has left the building, you know? It's not good to see. It's not good to see. You want a bit of a fucking spunk out of the guy. Like a Piastri now, guys. I'm telling you now. I fucking love this guy. I fucking love him. He's a bit of a badass. He's a bit of the dark side almost. Like, there's the kind of arrogant cockiness about him. I kind of like that. I really do. I gotta say, he's got spunk. I'm surprised to see Piastri, though, in second, because I honestly thought they would have looked after Norris this weekend. Because why fix something that's not broken, right? And it's the same thing that we were talking about, like Sebastian Vettel. Because Norris is definitely their number one boy. And he was in 6th, lads, in the sprint shootout. And Piastri in 2nd. Now, look, maybe I could be wrong on that one. I really don't think I am. But it's too early to see exactly what's going on with the two McLaren boys for now. It's too early. It's too early. I think going forward, I mean, Piastri, he's Australian. Norris is English. They definitely have the English. It's an English team, McLaren. At the end of the day, they've got an English driver driving for them. Will they look after him more? I think they will. I really do. I really think they will. But we'll see now. We'll see. Okay, so Verstappen takes the win with the 8 points. Right. Now, I want to talk about as well about the fastest lap. And guys, if you were watching it on Sky Sports, which is the channel that I have to unfortunately fucking watch, even though I like Crofty, I think Crofty is very entertaining, and I think he's a good asset to Formula 1. Martin Brundle is good. He's good. He knows his shit. Even though, I don't know, is he getting paid to say biased things about the English drivers? Because some of the stuff he comes out with, I'm like, Brundle? Really, dude? And Jenson Button. Like, I know Button. What the hell, Button, man? You sold yourself to the devil, man, I'm telling you. And by the way, contact me again, would you please? Jesus Christ, we need to talk about this, man. We need to talk about this. Not good. Not good. Okay, so guys, let's have a look at the championship points here, will we? Now, results. Let's have a look here now. Okay. Jesus, lads, come here. The fucking... Okay, let me share my screen with you here now. Let's see now. Okay, there we go. So, we can see Verstappen on 314. Perez 189. Fernando Alonso 149. Hamilton 148. Charles Leclerc 99. George Russell 99. Carlos Sainz 92, Norris on 69, Lance Stroll 47, and Ocon on 35. So I think I quite liked, I gotta admit actually, Hamilton's fastest lap at the end of the race there. He obviously jumped into the pit lane on purpose to get red tires, I'm going to say, to get the soft tires to go out and get the fastest lap. And he did the job. Boom. He brought back food to the table, which is good to see. Even though Sky Sports, you see, this is the problem, man. And all Sky Sports are all going on about how wonderful and amazing, and like, how many times did they remind us that Hamilton had the fastest lap? Like, are you fucking shitting me? We know, we get it, lads. He got the fastest lap. But come here. Yes, be pleased you got the fastest lap. Yes. But don't be jumping up and down the place like it's fucking... like he just cured cancer here. You know what I mean? Like, relax, lads. Seriously. And do you know what's the worst thing? When you get a... let's see, I'm just making sure that this is working okay. Do you know what the worst thing is? Like, I remember I was racing in... this is actually the worst fastest lap I ever had. Okay? Because trust me, guys, it's a good thing to get the fastest lap. Problem is... when I was racing in this place called Snetterton in England. And I finished 5th. I just had a disastrous weekend. Couldn't get the car set up. I just wasn't on form, I have to admit. I was not on form that weekend. I just couldn't fucking get into the mind frame. But I still managed to get a 5th. And I got a fastest lap of the race. Now, at the end of the race, I saw the results on a printout. And I'm actually saying to myself, oh, okay, I got the fastest lap. And to be honest with you guys, it's actually somebody like grabbing me by my balls and pulling them on them hard. Like, I'm really serious here, like, because I said to myself, well, hang on, Peter. Well, you got the fastest lap, so you have the pace. You didn't do your fucking job this weekend. What's wrong with you? You know? I was very hard on myself. It is like a kick in the teeth. It genuinely is. And I would say that about any driver. And Hamilton today, hey, buddy, you got the fastest lap, but... where was your pace? Why weren't you first or second? Why weren't you challenging for first or second? You know? Now, to be fair to Hamilton, I think, you know, he's happy enough, you know? He's not jumping up and down for joy like the Sky Sports fucking producers are fucking doing all this bollocks now. Trying to parade. Look how wonderful Hamilton is again. Jesus, lads. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be the worst podcast officially of all time. Like, oh my god. Okay, so please no more 8th place trophy bullshit, because guys, I would put the fastest lap. I'd put that in the bracket of 8th place trophy bullshit. You know, everyone's a winner. No, everyone's not a winner. If you're good enough, you fucking get the job done, you bring the result home. It's as simple as that. Now, actually, speaking of that, McLaren. At this stage of the game, I think McLaren are definitely the second quickest car out there. Now, somebody could argue me on that one. Fair enough. I would give it to McLaren. Now, going forward, I reckon that they should be scoring podiums the whole way through to the end of the year. I mean, I can't even believe we're talking about McLaren in a way, because they were nowhere and all of a sudden Silverstone kicks in and boom, they're right there. I mean, incredible result. Incredible. So I hope they'll be able to get those podiums. Maybe 1 or 2 wins. Maybe. I mean, I can't believe that, what is it, Red Bull have 12 wins now? 12 in a row? It's incredible, guys. I mean, does anyone, like, realize how hard it is to win in racing in general? Because in fairness, you know, you've got talent around you. You know what I mean? And if anybody's in racing, you should be out of fucking talent. Do you know what I mean? Okay, anyway, so let's have a look now. So guys, Verstappen on 314. Perez is on 189. Alonso on 149. Man, has Alonso kind of lost pace, hasn't he? What the fuck are they going to do, lads? I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to come out with an update to end all updates. They're just going to have to, and I don't know where they're going to do it, like. I really don't. Anyway, hope maybe summer break, something kicks in. Even though I think, as far as I'm aware, that they actually can't set foot in their offices, apparently. Now, don't quote me on that completely, but apparently I've heard that it's technically illegal to work. I remember Christian Horner was saying that in Drive to Survive last year. Like, isn't that mad? It's illegal for you to work. It's against the law. Now, to be fair to them, like, they do so much traveling, guys. Like, I know what that traveling is like. It's a hell of a lot of your time. Tiredness, you're away from home, you're away from your family. You know, it can be tough. It can be tough. Now, then again, let's not be bringing out the violins here, because that's exactly what we sign up for anyway at the end of the day. So, but they do need a break. They do definitely need a break here now. I think going into Zandvoort, well, I mean, you got to put your money on Verstappen, right? I think he's going to kick ass. Zandvoort, turn 3 is the most important corner there. And it's funny, a lot of the F1 drivers don't even take the right line going through there. At all, like. Because what you should be doing is, so you come out of turn 1, you go into turn 2, which is a really quick right-hander, then you go into that long left-hander. Now the key to the long left-hander is actually you don't take the racing line going into that corner, you stay right on the inside. So you go through turn 2, you let the car drift out all the way to the outside, and you literally leave it there, and that's the inside line, going around that corner. Now, it's obvious that Verstappen, his Zandvoort is, well, it's his home track, but it wasn't his home track, if you know what I mean. As in, my home track was Zandvoort. And circuit knowledge was key around there. Absolutely, no question. It'll get you another 0.2 of a lap. Easy. And I think that's going to be crucial for the race victory, unless if people can actually catch Verstappen and Red Bull, you know. If any of the Formula 1 drivers race there, they'd know that line going through that corner. Unless they've actually updated that corner, even though it looks the exact fucking same. It looks the exact steepness, the slope is still there. But unless they've changed something since I've been there, they should be darting down on the inside, and in fact they go the complete opposite side. They actually take that corner wide, which is, it's mad. But like I said, maybe they've actually changed it. The back as well is very crucial. In fact, I won't get carried away here now. I'll talk about Zandvoort in my next episode for Formula 1 in a month. God, it's been a month. Jesus Christ. It's going to be 4 weeks, lads. Fucking hell. It's going to be 4 fucking weeks. Jesus. What am I going to do? Oh, well, so let's talk about the dating and stuff, I guess. Well, fuck it. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I think it was a good race today. It was definitely interesting. There was definitely a bit of drama. You gotta put your money on Verstappen and Zandvoort. I think Perez. Now, let's have a look at the constructors now. I mean, this is getting insane, lads. It's almost 250 points. It's almost 503 versus Mercedes 247. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Sorry, no, hang on. Is that over 250 points? Oh, fuck it is. Sorry, guys, I'm wrong. Isn't it? Oh, my God. That's unbelievable, guys. I mean, they could have 500 points by the end of the year with the way they're going. And do you know what? That just shows you how confident they are, because they're not giving Perez all the equipment every weekend. Yes, Perez has made some mistakes. Yes, he has. But he ain't getting the equipment, ladies and gentlemen. I can fucking tell you that now. I can tell you that. And if they gave him the equipment, I can't even imagine if they kept doing a 1-2 for the rest of the year, where they'd actually end up. Scary. My God. That is scary. Now, I will say actually about Hamilton, I think it was a good call to go for that fastest lap today for Hamilton, because they obviously want to pip, they want to get the second place in the championship, and obviously the constructors. So at the moment, let's have a look there now. Let's just go back to the championship. Okay, just clicking the wrong one. So the driver's standings, Hamilton is only 1 point behind Alonso. So I mean, even if he can just pip Aston Martin and finish third in the championship, that would be, do you know what? It actually wouldn't be a bad result for them at all. It really wouldn't. And I think that's exactly what they did today, and it was a clever move. It was a clever move for them to do that today, to go get the fastest lap. Can they beat Aston Martin? Well, let's have a look at the constructors again here now, and where their points are. So you can see Mercedes 247 versus Aston Martin 196. And to be fair, Ferrari aren't that far behind either. So guys, I mean, all it takes is Lance Stroll and Alonso here to have one good weekend here, 1 or 2 good weekends in a row, and Mercedes have a bad weekend, which, by the way, lads, it can easily happen here. Very easily happen. And all of a sudden, Aston Martin pip them. Now, obviously, Mercedes are going to go gunning for them. Of course they are. I think everybody's ridden off Red Bull. As in, just forget it, lads. Let's just finish second here this year, Now, McLaren are on 103. I think it'll be interesting to see what they can do for the rest of the year, because look, we're just over the halfway. Isn't it just over halfway? Anyway, so we're around about there, right? And they've come alive in the last couple of races. They could really bring the fight to Mercedes and Aston Martin here, lads. I'm not joking you here. All he needs is the 2 boys, Piastri and Norris, both of them, to finish in the top 2 or 3 every weekend, and bang. And what I like about it too, guys, there's a lot at stake with the Constructors' Championship. So the higher up you finish, the more money you'll get. So of course, this money keeps the teams alive, which is great, and they need the money, in fairness to them. And hey, you got to put your hand out to Bernie Ecclestone. I mean, the man's just a genius. What he started and had done with Formula 1 to get it to where it is now. Now, obviously, Bernie Ecclestone is not here anymore, as in running Formula 1, I mean. And he really has. He's got it to the stage where Netflix came along to do a documentary. Like, if it wasn't for Bernie Ecclestone, Drive to Survive wouldn't be here. Simply because Drive to Survive, and in fairness to them, they made a good gut instinct of, geez, lads, we should record this stuff. Because it is. The entertainment behind the pit lane, behind the scenes, is unbelievable in Formula 1. And racing in general. I mean, unbelievable. And genuinely would not be here if it wasn't for Bernie Ecclestone. And I got to give out to Max Mosley too. Got to give him out too. By the way, guys, you should check out that. Is it called Mosley? I think it's called Mosley on Netflix. That's basically Max Mosley. That was Bernie Ecclestone's sidekick, right-hand man, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. But they were basically business buddies back in the day. And Max Mosley has done amazing things for Formula 1, motor racing. Amazing things too. Even though it's a bit disturbing. His dad was his dad a Nazi? Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, it's disturbing. But, hey, don't quote me on that one. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on that one. Jesus, I hope I'm wrong. But, look, Max Mosley himself, he did some great things for Formula 1. I gotta hand it to him. So, yeah, guys, I think it's going to be an interesting second half of the year coming up. I mean, let's have a look at the schedule. Okay, so we've got upcoming. So we've got Netherlands. Let me see. Oh, no, hang on, guys. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Right, schedule. So we got Netherlands coming up on August 25th, August to the 27th. So, guys, Zandvoort, Holland, Formula 1. That is on the 25th of August, practice 1 and 2. 26th of August, practice 3 and qualifying. And the 27th on the Sunday is the race. So that'll definitely be a great one to watch. And then we got Italy coming up. Let's see. It's a bit all over the place here, lads. Italy, 1st of September to the 3rd. Singapore, September 15th to 17th. You see, this one thing I don't like about this here now is that they don't actually... Like, I just want to click on upcoming here, lads. Where is it now? Hang on. 2023 season. Alright, let's see if I can get the... Alright, here in a second now. Alright, so we got Singapore, Japan, Qatar, the US, Mexico, Brazil, Las Vegas. Vegas, baby! And Abu Dhabi. Do you know, something tells me and I think this is pretty much 99% certain that it's going to be a really good event, if Vegas kicks off, which I think it will, I could see Vegas being the last round of the year, because a lot of circuits, guys, believe it or not, a lot of circuits would love to be the last one of the year, because it obviously, most of the time, when you've got two drivers at it, well, it always comes down to the last one, right? So that's why it's very important to be the last one on the books. And something tells me, even though you've got all the Arab guys with all their money, something tells me Vegas is going to come calling, and Vegas will be the last one on the scene. And put it this way, guys, Vegas is the second last round of the year. That ain't a coincidence. Trust me on that one. And I think Vegas is going to be the last one. No doubt about it. I think it's going to be unbelievable watching the cars go past the casinos. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable, man. So anyway, guys, I think we'll leave it off here. Drunk Ass Peter, signing off, lads. And I'll speak to you later. Bye. Peter. Wow.